Hello, my name is Michael and I would like to tell you about Exoplanets. The game is now on Kickstarter. What you see here is a prototype of the game. I will just show you the components and what the game is about and how to play it. So basically, in a game you are making new worlds, new planets. This is a setup for a two-person game. In the center we have Sun, and we are going to build planets in 4 different directions from the Sun, 4 different orbits. This is how the planet looks like. We have 4 kinds of planets: oceans, gas planets, rocky planets, and soil planets. So 4 different types. We have also places for the planets, which are made by these circle tokens that are goals and special effects. I will tell you about it a little bit later. We have 3 different resources in the game. So we have energy, we have water, and we have gas. And they look like this: shiny, beautiful things. We get also some tokens to indicate something when we do it, and we have 3 special tiles, which are solar storm, creation, and black hole. Each player begins with cubes. In final version it's gonna look little different. We have 6 small cubes and 4 big cubes. This one represents life. That one, the bigger one, represents species. So each player begins with 6 of those and 4 big, which every resource, 1 of each, and we start with 3 goals. We choose 2 of them and we can now play the game. What we do in the game: we are expanding the universe by adding the planets to this space system, and we want to make life on the planets and make our secret goals during the game. In the end, the winner is the player who made most points from the goals and create most life or most species on the planets that we are building. How the goal tile looks like. This is it. We have the name. We have points that we're gonna make for the goal. This one is different evolution level. It means that we need to create life on 3 planets with different life creation costs. So we have this special sheet on which we have written all the goals. And the tile can be placed also as a special effect. That means that we are not going to use the goal side. And the special effect, we have icons on below. It's gonna give plus 2 points for each planet on this orbit. So we have the goal tiles are divided in goal and special effects. If we play a special effect, we are not playing to get the goal. If we play goal, we are not going to get a special effect. So in the beginning we choose 2 of those and we can start the game. What we do in the game: we have 2 planets here and we have a choice. Either we are going to draw 2 planets from back and then add it to this orbit, or we are going to choose one of those planets. If you for example, I will just choose two of here. I got these two planets. What we have on the planet? We have type, as I showed you before. We have life creation cost. So to create life here, we have to pay 1 energy or 1 water. To create life here, we have to pay 1 water. And here we have resources. Why this is important? If I put my planet, for example, right here, because I put it near the rocky planet, I'm gonna get 2 of energy tokens. If I put it right here and make that kind of combination, I'm gonna get 1 water and 1 energy token. So depending on where I put and the orientation I put the planet, these resources I'm gonna get. So let's say I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna take 1 water and 1 energy token, and then I also take 1 energy token from the star in the center. Why this is important? Because this is the counter of the game of the end of game. Because when we have no tokens here, the game is over, and we are starting to count the points. I also take the goal token from underneath the planet I just put. I see what it is, and now I have my choice. Either I can play my token. If I play my token to get the, for example, that one, it means that every planet gonna get extra 3 points if we make a life species there. So if I put it like this, it means that I'm not going to get the goal. So this is one option. I can put it here, there, or whatever underneath any planet I can. But if someone puts it underneath a planet, you cannot put another one underneath that planet. This planet is full. So this is one thing I can do. The second thing, I can make a life. To make a life, I pay resource. For example, I pay 1 energy and 1 water, and then I will put my life here. I also can play another one and put it here, and another one and put it here. For every life I make, I will take creation tokens from creation mist, and they are gonna be mine. But be careful with that, because we have only 6 cubes, and if we are going to make a species, we need to have at least 3 of them. So if I do something like that, I can no longer put any life on any planet, because I have no left in my resources. So in the next round, I probably would like to put one here and then make a species, because to make a species you have to have 4 life cubes. In that case I have 3. If I add another one, I can make a species. Very important thing is that on one planet, from 2 to 4 players can have their life cubes. So it doesn't matter how many cubes you have, all players can have cubes there. But if one of them make a species on this planet, all other cubes are returned to the two players. So basically, we want to make life on different planets, because most of the goals tells you that. For example, you need to make life on every kind of the planet, or you may need to make species on 2 rocky planets. So you have different goals. The next player makes his moves, and we play until in the 2-player games 10 planets are made, because there are only 10 resources in center in center star. When all the creation markers are out of that tile, we need to give it back, and for every 2 of them we can take any resource we want. So basically you want to have at least 2 of them, because if you have 1 you're gonna lose the possibility. Every time you have you make a special effect, you're gonna take 1 of tokens from solar storm or black hole. It is shown here. So basically here we take 1 from solar storm, or here we take 1 from black hole. This is bad, because whenever there are no other on that tile, we are going to be punished. Black hole punish us with losing 1 of the goals we have, and the player who has the most markers from these markers gonna lose 1 more. Also, the same we have with the solar storm. The player who has every player who has 1 of those loses 2 gas resource, and the player who has the most loses another 1, but we get a compensation with 1 energy token. So basically these are the negative consequences of playing the special effects underneath the planets. When we make something, let's say that I have a life in the darkness, which means that I need to make let's say there's something like that. Life in the darkness means that you need to make a life on the outer one, the outer orbit, the most outer orbit from the planet. And when I do this, I need to show that I make this goal, and then put it my goal like this. So it means I'm gonna score points in the end of the game, and that tile is no longer affected by a black hole, so no one can steal the points from me. In the end, when we have no other moves, because there is no energy in our system, we count the points. We get the points from the goals we have. This is first. Second, for every life cube we get 1 point. For every species we get 5 points multiplied by the conditions, by the number of conditions to make a species. So in this case we have 5 points, because there is only 1 condition, we need only 1 resource. But species on that planet will give you 10 points in the end, because there are 2 conditions to make a life there. So basically you can see the game is very simple, because you only make 2 things: put a planet and then make a life, and play goals and special effects. So game is very easy, very nicely done. You can play it with 30 minutes. It's really light game. You should take a look at the Kickstarter campaign or profile on BigGG. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.